Watch the blues go up in smoke.
Hey, Pops!
Watch the blues go up in smoke.
No need to piss today.
I got an old cigar. It's a fine cigar.
Sorry. You ready? We're gonna hop into this thing. And I don't know if the audio is working or not. What? Oh, bam. We should be up there right now.
We
should be
are.
over here right now.
We are.
We should be here. We're there.
We're somewhere. I don't know.
We're at the shop.
Right now?
It's Saturday.
Merry New Year! Is that how you do it?
Merry New Year!
Very good.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me just make sure. Let me know if there's audio rolling in on this one. I just want to make sure before we get rolling too far into this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a lot of break dancing.
Yep.
There's a lot of activity. Screen up there.
What's up, everybody?
Man, look at how good that picture looks.
It looks good. It looks a little bit red.
It's hot. She's
looks
coming
a
in
little
hot. Yeah, she's coming in hot.
Is that audio coming in buzzy and tinny and shitty right now? Or how's our audio coming in? Instagram, we're good? It's a little tinny on Facebook? Yep, that sounds right. Hey, stick with us here.
Stick with us just a second. Brandon's got this
Audio's good.
tech
Okay,
stuff
good.
he decides to
All right.
learn 8 minutes before the show.
You ready?
Hey, let's do this. Don't gong with that.
I'll gong with this. Gong!
What's your resolution?
Gong!
What is the most sought after award in the cigar industry?
I got the answer for that. Bong!
Hey, let's make that an event.
Yeah, it sounds like 2021.
Let's talk some cigars. What's your shocker? First Friday is off. Second Friday is on.
Nice. And
Bullshit and fluff.
bullshit and fluff.
That's it.
Donuts and stripe.
It's
Good
actually
morning,
on
everybody.
here. It's a bullet point, and that is how we roll here.
What's
at
up,
Saturday
Michael?
at the shop. We are in Frisco, Texas. It is. We're on the verge of a Arctic plunge.
Is it going to get down
It's going to be
to
like 40
Let's not
degrees.
talk
It's going to
weather,
get in
shall
the 20s, but right now
we? Let's say Happy New Year to everyone who's out there. Michael Choate, so glad to hear that you're doing better.
So glad.
For those who have not met Michael yet, Michael's been working with us now for probably a couple months, somewhere in that ballpark. I think that's right. Maybe the beginning of November.
Yeah.
This guy is salt of the earth.
Yep.
I mean, he hustles. He's professional. He cares about the guests who come in. He cares about the details. He
knows
top
and
man.
loves cigars too.
100%. Well, he had a pretty severe heart issue. I suppose just health issue in general, but turned into a heart issue. Spent the last couple of at least a week.
Almost spent all of Christmas in the hospital.
Got released on Christmas Day. He is good. He has to wear this vest that is, I think it's like a remote defibrillator.
It's a defibrillator vest.
So if his heart ever gets below like 30-some% function, it will zap him.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Which sounds like a cool thing to get Nate for Christmas.
Yeah. No, I think he'd wear it around his head.
Yeah.
I think him getting in here. I'm not a doctor, but I've seen some on TV. I think the solution is come in, get to work, strap it up, smoke a cigar, and let's get that heart beating.
He's the type of guy that I think would listen to that
I think
advice.
there's no doubt. I think he's going to be here an hour and a half.
Sending nothing but love to you, Michael. So glad to hear you're doing better. The dude lost like 56 pounds in 3 days.
56 pounds, yeah. 65 pounds. I think it's the new diet craze.
I think the diet is what almost killed him in the first place.
It is
going keto.
It is. He went keto. He went keto crazy, and just goes to show you. At some point you got to eat something fried.
Dude's ready to roll. He knows it's going to be a good Nerf
great
vest.
Nerf vest.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Sending nothing but love.
Sydney's in. Stanko's in. Of course, Julie and Larry Adams from LaGrange, Missouri.
We got D-Rock coming in over here. I think Yulia and Darren down here.
So that starts it out with this.
First ones.
First ones of the year. If you're coming to us from a foreign country, like Chicago, let us know where you're coming in from, and we will welcome you in your foreign tongue, and it will sound like we
Chicago.
are in your town. So Yulia's coming in. She's from Estonia.
Yep.
Good day, miss.
Monty's up in Philadelphia.
Hey, Monty. Hey, how you doing up there? It's a little got a little New York to it.
It's got Chicago.
You know, that's really you take the cream of the crop from New York, the nicest of the nice people.
Right.
Send a few jackasses from Chicago, and it creates a Philadelphian.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's technical.
Gotcha.
God has a plan. That's all I'm saying.
The land of steaks.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. What's up, Sam? What's up,
Goodner's
John?
coming in all the way from like mid Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capel.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll talk slower. Good day, mate.
I have to admit something. I lived in Dallas for about 7 years before I realized it was not Koppel.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how it reads, right?
Yeah.
Don't act like you didn't call it Koppel.
I still do. I was wondering where the hell Capel was. I thought he lived closer to this place.
Oh, we've got Noah. It looks like Noah's Cigar Journal coming in.
Oh,
that
excellent.
sounds like a good cigar journal.
That does.
Okay, let's get started.
So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
And I'm looking forward to, this is going to be the first year that I'm just like going to spend the majority of the year at 60. I'm coming in hard.
Yeah.
I'm taking it on. I set a New Year's resolution.
What is
starting? I'm starting with this, and kind of got twisted a little bit, but I'm going to walk the dogs every day, and of course smoke a cigar. But I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to walk the dogs every day. I want to get that. I want to get that blood flowing a little bit. But tomorrow it's going to be 26 degrees, so
it didn't take long for you to fall off the wagon.
No. I'm off the wagon, and I'll walk them twice when it gets over 50.
Yeah.
So, but I am looking forward to that. I did a test run the other day to make sure there was no, I was going to run into any gang problems or anything like that.
Yeah.
Made it through the neighborhood unscathed, unshot at. So everything's working out pretty good.
No
I'm in a
shit,
pretty sketchy neighborhood. The mayor, some other guys are over there. And, things.
Cheney throws down.
Cheney will take a shot. I'm telling you right now.
Good morning, Gary.
So
Good morning,
I'm
everybody.
going to do that. And that's just the beginning of the many positive things I'm going to do in
Go Big Red.
2022.
Also, the Huskers are going to win the Super Bowl in 2022.
If they don't win it this year. I mean, that's the whole strategy of staying below, making yourself not bowl eligible to make yourself Super Bowl eligible.
Yep. You got to get the wild cards.
And you got to really position yourself for a best draft pick you can possibly get.
I like that.
Yeah. So
what are you smoking?
I am smoking. I'm smoking.
How long has it been since you've smoked that cigar?
The Golden Ticket. Have you guys had the Golden Ticket? This is Illusione's MJ12, but with a Cruzado wrapper, and it is, well, I'll put it this way. This is the first one I've had in a long time. It was one of my favorite cigars ever.
God, we used to smoke the shit out of this cigar. This,
if you have it, MJ12, besides, let's say, like the entire Crux line, is the most dependable cigar. Illusione makes great cigars anyway, but the MJ12 is like a staple when it comes to just, it always performs.
Right.
It is an awesome
oh
cigar.
my God, this Mil Diaz. You want to talk about always performing? Crown Heads, Mil Diaz, Luciano. I swear to you, this is as good as it can get. This is a Mil Diaz. This is a LE version that they just came out with, short Robusto. So if you're cold outside, well, you should just smoke a cigar here. But if you don't have that capability, you can smoke this little guy.
Yeah, it doesn't smoke as fast as you would think because the quality of that tobacco is really, really good. Mm-hmm. But it is. I love that shape. Now, when they did the Double Corona, that was one of my favorite cigars of last year. And then every year they come out with a limited edition, but it's always a different size. That is a mini Robusto in a sense, slightly shorter, 4.5 inch, and it's typical Mil Diaz for sure.
Norm.
Hey,
Norm.
yeah,
It's the new year,
it is the new year.
and I'm thinking we should bring good karma and good vibes to the year and kind of bless the year.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we should start giving something away, like maybe a magical mystery tour pack.
Yeah, it just won't have 3D glasses in it.
Oh no, I don't have 3D glasses.
We will make
we
sure
can
there are
find some
3D
glasses. If
Okay.
we can find 3D glasses, then we can make it happen.
Okay, so then, if you're on Insta, tag 2 friends. If you're on Facebook, share, comment done when it's done. In 3 minutes, Ron's gonna pick somebody he likes, and they will win a magical mystery tour.
I like it.
Yep,
I like it.
And if you want to kiss up to Ron to have him to persuade him to choose you, make sure to drop that in the comments of why you should win a magical mystery tour.
I agree. I agree.
think-
And by the way, Magical Mystery Tour was, well, I hate to say it was just a screaming success because it was, but it also illustrates that our customers understand the concept of it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
$50 and you get a $50 gift card. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
So-
not necessarily the best.
No, from a business perspective,
It's
bad idea.
almost bad.
Bad.
Well, you made it
bad.
up on volume.
But you
Yeah,
made
and that's,
it up
you know
on-
what? And there is a secret to that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
those who took the one and only magical mystery tour,
It's 5 people tell 5 people, and by the end we're broke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
oh, here we got we got comments coming in here. Oh boy. All right, so I'm curious, who's willing to do what for 5 cigars?
That's like maybe they could post a picture of the cigar they're smoking this morning, or they could take a picture. I mean,
Comment right exactly
If it's-
where you're commenting right now. If the question is where do you comment right in the comments section, right?
that
You
could
did
get
right
it
there.
done. That could get it done.
That comment right there could win the comment section.
That could win the comment section. But no, it's I'm excited about 2022.
What are you most excited about?
There's a couple of different things. This will be kind of the newsy section of it, but I really honestly believe that we should, as a group, tackle the names of the next variants, because they've successfully called the cold Omicron.
Uh-huh.
So I think for obviously heartburn is going to become a COVID strain. I think maybe a sneezing, stuffy nose thing, sinus attack.
The snuffles.
We should.
The snuffle.
So I would challenge our crew to go ahead and come out with some names for the next variants, because this is going to go through, at least through the election, and then we'll see how that shakes out. But the common cold has been renamed, rebranded, so to speak.
Yeah.
And too bad you couldn't get that contract with the government, because that would have paid well.
I'm looking for it though.
Yeah, I'd keep looking.
Yeah, I keep looking for it. So, okay, so we got folks coming in.
A lot of folks coming.
So
in.
you're excited about what again? No.
I'm excited about the year.
Okay.
I like the whole clean slate feel to what January 1st represents. Huskers in 2022 are currently undefeated. That's going to be great.
I like that.
Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. I like
Don't
that.
start saying stuff like that out loud yet, because that
Everybody else
you done jinxed it. Okay. If I win, I'm going up there today from Arlington. What are your hours? Where are nice? Our hours are 10 to 11 today. We do not have Aviator Coach Ambulance and won't until soon.
Yes, we can talk about that whenever you want to talk about it. But what is your feeling about what's happening with 20? What's your mindset? You had all these meetings with your marketing company. We got
I'm
ICC.
quite hopeful. I'm quite hopeful as we move into this year. We have a couple of growth opportunities that are right on our front doorstep. We need to capitalize on them, and we can have some really unique news to share in 2022.
Yep.
The events are going to continue to get better. Ultimately, I'm just very hopeful as to where we're going, and yeah, it's a good time of life. We're going to look back at this time right now and remember our first shedding of our skin. I think
I think that's a great way to put it. There's going to be a lot of exciting things, and for those of you that know,
Did you see Hollywood's comment?
No.
I embody industrial cigars.
That is a fact. But I think that the one thing that if you get to know our family is we don't wait for anything to happen. We push until it either breaks or it gets done. And so we are going to officially start pushing some of these things to make them happen. Because I'm done waiting on people to make decisions. So
I agree.
So shit is going to happen. Ball is going to roll in a good direction.
Shit is going to roll in the ball.
Shit will be rolling into,
and shit won't cover no moss.
When I was a kid, it was uphill both ways.
Yeah.
So you little shits got rides to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Larry Adams had to walk in the snow uphill both ways.
I remember when you walked me to school one day. And then you busted your ass on the ice afterwards, or at least you told me you busted your ass.
Yeah. So that's maybe why it's been so long for me to walk the dogs, because you were in grade school then.
Yep.
And so I took a few years off.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got that going for us.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
So you gonna have any more kids this year?
Nope.
Or are we gonna go ahead and just?
I'm cutting
the cord.
I'm cutting the cord.
Nice. You want that for Christmas or Valentine's Day, or
I'll take it for now.
Yeah. All right. I can tell you exactly how sharp those Le Fin Lam blades are. My finger trimming has turned out perfect.
It is disgusting still. I mean,
that is not
like,
disgusting.
You can see where the meat was trying to push through. It's got like a whole bite to it.
But I only put a Band-Aid on it.
He definitely
needed stitches, but it's so clean that it turned out good. Well, yeah, this just in.
Amen. Okay, Ron, who wins the Magical Mystery Tour pack?
Well, Larry, of course.
God damn it, man.
The guy is just a living winner.
He's a winner.
He is a winner.
He's a winner. Congrats. You beat COVID, and now you
him and Julie both took on COVID and beat it.
Yeah. All right. That's just because he was kissing ass and saying he was fans of Tales from the Lounge. That dude over there from Arlington should have won it.
Jake is making some South Park reference.
He said that there's a pretty big delay in the audio, so we'll take a look.
Huh.
Does it look okay coming through for you?
Well, I don't have the volume turned on, so.
Well,
you got volume.
What else you got on the script today, Pops?
Stellar shit right here. So what is the most? So, I mean, a lot of guys want Cigar Aficionado's top 25, or they want to be Cigar Aficionado #1, or Cigar Journal's top 25. But what is the most highly sought after award in the cigar industry today?
The ICC.
Huh? It's fine.
Okay.
It's just JP.
Okay.
JP's on a delay.
So
yeah, and it's not his electronics.
We do have everything tallied. We do know the winners, and I'm excited to run through those. But I would say right now, for cigar makers, you can win an Oscar, a Grammy, or the ICC Top 25, totally biased, uncorrupt, official, but slightly unofficial top cigars of the year.
Yeah.
It's a long domain. We don't get many visitors.
The base of the trophy's like this wide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the top is pretty,
That's very
it's
small.
like, just a little donkey up there. But
yeah.
I've got to say, it's pretty sought after. And the list this year is stacked.
New guys on the list, too.
New guys on the list. Some OGs were struggling on the list this year.
Yeah.
And that's where it came to the ethics of it. Where I think when we're looking at it and we listened to what people were saying and voting, and then we took our bias selections in, I saw where it was, and I thought, well, maybe we should. No. Let the numbers speak for them.
Let the numbers speak for themselves.
I think many other people would go, but this guy's coming up here.
Well, and I think that's what keeps it, corrupt, is the fact that we are not going to let our top 25 be guided by the people that are running ads at the top of our website or on page 7 of the magazine.
Yes, and just so you know, if we ever do get bought out, because we're not above getting a page.
No. I mean, if somebody wants to sponsor, we'll just take we can hide the corrupt part.
No. We're gonna so it's in front of everyone's face. We're gonna strike through the uncorrupt.
Okay.
And then
put corrupt.
No, just strike through, and then we're gonna make the cigar of the year, cigar number 7, and that's going to be in green. That means they paid for it.
That's the way to do it.
And
yeah,
so we all win. So they don't just buy the win, but they get up high in the list, and everyone kind of knows. And then we all make money.
You know, and I think there's a lot of manufacturers that are actually nervous about being number 1 because of what would happen to the impact on the orders that they would get. They just can't fill the orders. So there's utter fear. Please don't pick me number 1. You know,
maybe that's Darren. Maybe that's why he's holding back.
I guarantee you that's Darren.
He's sandbagging on those.
He's sandbagging. Yes, he is. He is sandbagging on those, which I'm going to kill him.
You had a really unique idea this morning that I really dug, which was go into the humidor, find your 5 cigars that are shockers.
Yep.
And let's compare. I don't know what's in yours.
Yeah.
I think you saw what mine were, but what would you say? Maybe starting at number 5 and working your way.
I don't know if I can number these.
Oh, okay. So what's one that shocked you this year?
Well, here's a shocker. My top 5 is actually 6.
Okay.
So
that's
this just in. But there's a couple later.
Happy New Year.
Couple later
Mike.
Shocker of the year, or top 6 shocker for me.
Perdomo.
Yeah, wouldn't it be shocking if it was a Gurkha? It is the Definition Cigar 919 Habano.
That I agree with. That's definitely. I can't believe I didn't grab that one. Okay, so here's great marketing advice. Here's what I love. It's all in the messaging, right?
It is.
It's not lying. It's just in the messaging.
Yeah.
Everyone on the face of the earth of cigar manufacturers all put together press releases announcing price increases. Now we've invested 6 figures worth of inventory to make sure that the price doesn't just spike up and we can cost balance it. That's the way that we are investing into your experience and making sure that it doesn't hit you right away. However, what I saw was there was one manufacturer, if you ask me, I'll probably tell you what it was, but the name of the press release is manufacturer, what did it say? Unveils no price increases. Did you see it?
Yeah.
And then the beginning is no price increases on core lines, but everything else is going up. They just fucking lied right in front of your face.
No, there was another one of the brands we had. We've always done well with that announced that they weren't going to do a price increase a couple years ago, but this just in. If they're not announcing a 2022 price increase, it's because they had 1 or 2 price increases in 2021.
Yep.
Every single manufacturer has raised their price, with the one exception. The limited edition, most gorgeous cigar in the humidor from Jake Wyatt went from the limited edition of Belitoso. The SE went from $26 to $16. Everything else in your cigar universe has gone up. And to Brandon's point, we don't accept price increases on face value, so we push back. My nature, because I've been pushed back on for years as being in their shoes. And we spent the money to bring in as much inventory as we could at the old price so that you're not impacted with the new price yet. But around the country, you've already been impacted.
Alva Dogs has a really good question. He says, is this the highest demand for cigars since we have been in the industry?
Yes.
Hands down. Hands down.
There was a boom.
Boom times 2.
There was a boom in 97. But, you know, and I think some of the numbers, they might have had a spike around 300 million cigars imported in the United States. We're well over 300 and I don't know what the number is now, 320, 330, but has been for the last couple of years. So there's a renaissance happening with cigars right now. It is a legitimate boom because I think what's happened is it's not the grumpy old men that are pulling, or the very affluent pulling the train on this thing. You have guys that are now going, you know, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
You know, and
it's definitely more socially acceptable, or becoming that direction.
Yeah.
Definitely many more pop icons are smoking cigars.
Right.
You have a ton of people who are getting into it for more than the show.
Right.
But really for the beauty of the cigar.
That group is just really taken off.
Yep.
So super excited. So you have you were talking about the no price increase.
So
you got diverted with, you looked at your pile and
I'll tell you what, this is a La Galera. How do you say? It's the Jade, Imperial Jade.
Imperial Jade.
All white label. I'll tell you what, this thing knocked my socks off about 2 weeks ago. I got blinded on it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And this one it's a stellar little cigar, sub 10. And
so what's that tell you? What it tells you is, if you haven't tried a cigar with a Cameroon wrapper, try it. Because Definition Cigars has a Cameroon. It is spectacular. Aladino has a Cameroon. Spectacular. And now you've got La Galera that's doing a Cameroon. Very, very good.
Yep. Very good.
Very good.
What's up, Brian McGee? He's in right now.
He's in. So
Kevin, what's happening?
So if Brian's in, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my next shocker of the year.
Yep.
Fiat Lux. Fiat Lux.
We only have like 4 left, so go ahead and not talk about it.
Yeah, well, Brian knows that I submitted an order, even though I wasn't going to submit any orders through the balance of this year. But I did submit him an order for this, and he's going to make sure that we get 100% of them. But this was, as Luciano put it, a disruptor. And just the Fiat Lux, if you haven't tried it, again, that sits kind of in the medium light range, but man, I see a lot of people looping back away from that heavy oily stuff. When's the last time somebody walked in the door and said, "Hey, do you have Liga 9?" Have you heard it?
Time.
I just the guys that are chasing a lot of the full stuff. Well, maybe they're getting it someplace else. I don't know, but I don't have people. You know, we get a lot of new people in here, a lot, and I just don't get anybody going, "I smoke Ligas. Do you have it?"
I think the reason why is I think they're. This is my speculation. I think they've shot themselves in the foot. I think they've made it so insanely difficult to buy these as a retailer, to have these products, that you have to do so much business in Acid and Underground and all the others that it basically pigeonholes. They're not going to the top lounges. They're just going to big ass humidors. Yeah. So I think it's pigeonhole. I think there's probably a place where you can get them without an issue, but it's just so difficult to actually get into them, and consistency wise, yeah. Who dat? Oh my goodness, what's up?
Get him over here.
Yeah, come on into the hot seat.
Come on over here. We don't have a hot seat for you.
Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. No, we weren't expecting company.
You have your Nerf vest on? Nice.
Oh,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen.
Come on in. Come on in.
We did get him a chair, please.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be blurry. You got to get up here nice and tight, like. Oh man,
this is awesome.
I thought I'd sneak out.
Yeah, no, you snuck out. I didn't know. I mean, I've never seen anyone that a week ago I saw was 65 pounds heavier, and then now is less 65 pounds. So congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations not dying as well.
Yeah.
It's a big feat.
Yes, it's
That was right there. Yes.
It was looking pretty hairy for a minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And for those of you who were tuning in earlier, this is Michael Choate. This is one of our newest team members here. Been here for a couple months. Had a health scare, and just praise God that you're here sitting with
a million
us.
times better. Yeah, it's
awesome.
amazing.
So when you said that you lost 56 pounds, I couldn't even wrap my arms around that.
Oh yeah, it's insane. All water weight and just general toxins basically in the body. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's like 2 Alessia's worth of toxins.
Wow, that's like one of Nate's lunches.
Of toxins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your recovery schedule look like?
So I have to wear the vest. They say 3 months or at 30% the heart. I'm going for 45 days. My goal: get the heart up to 30%. 45 days, get it off.
What do you mean your heart at 30%?
So I'm running at about 18 to 20%.
Of what?
That's it.
Your heart
is like
18% functionality?
Like I'm having say one day I'm having a really shitty day and I'm down like 50%. He's looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the heart normally runs at 50 to 60 is what they say, 50-60%.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking we got
So-
100% capacity.
Oh, okay.
thing.
Well, then he's at
no.
he's at 30%,
Yeah.
50.
I've lived
So
at
the
50
goal
for a
is
long
I can never get it back up to that 50-60 threshold, but I can get it back up to like 45, 46%, somewhere in there. As long as I don't relapse and do this all over again. So,
How can you prevent that from happening?
alcohol,
Drinking
more?
alcohol?
sodium, and well, that's what it is. It's alcoholic cardiomyopathy. So between my diet and the amount of dehydration I had, then you add in the alcohol, it just bloated me up and put the water around my heart and enlarged my heart and suffocated my lungs, and that's where it went. Yeah.
Whew. That's scary stuff, man.
So then now it's no alcohol, no sodium, or low sodium and low cholesterol.
Yeah, I'd just say
That recipe, and that should be better.
Just cigars. I
that's
mean,
why
no
I-
sodium in cigars
Yeah,
at all.
I think cigars. You get the pretzels without the salt on them, and maybe just drink Boone's Farm.
There.
Yeah,
That's right.
Because there's fruit in
It's a
that.
mad dog. Right?
Yeah, it's a Mad Dog.
Yeah.
That's it. So when are you gonna smoke a cigar?
I'm gonna talk to my cardiologist Thursday, so hopefully get back in the routine.
Back, I like it.
Well, Ryan knows a cardiologist, so
He
you could
could
probably
tell-
give him the go-ahead.
You want to give him a thumbs up now? Okay, you're good. Sure.
How would you feel
As he's watching live.
if the vest didn't work?
Oh, no, that's,
Well, we're so glad that you have. Well, glad you made it,
yeah.
obviously, and just what a blessing. That's
100%.
couldn't be happier.
looking forward to having you back as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back. Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Happy New Year, bro.
Appreciate it.
Good to
Thank
see
guys.
you.
Thanks for being here for the New
Yeah,
Year's.
thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, that was Mike.
Hey!
Hey!
Two dickweeds make some noises for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Saturday
you
at
guys
the
are
Shop.
real dynamos back there. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. That's great.
Poor Jed. Jed's up here last night. We're talking. I'm like, oh yeah, he's coming into Saturday at the Shop. He's like, oh man, I can't wait to come. I come in this morning. Ryan's here, Ron's here, and then we're sitting here going, Jed
Yeah.
comes walking in, piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
He's like, hey.
He's always pissed and vinegar.
Yeah.
So let's get back on track.
All right, where's the track?
How's everybody at? Let's see some people that are coming in. JY Lil Mama.
That sounds like my top of.
You know what? She actually stole my handle. I was only going to use 1A. She used 2A. So that's probably why.
Yep.
Because it didn't let her do the first one. She didn't want to be Lil Mama 1. So she went with the 2A.
With the
Good
2As.
strategy there. Lee Case is in. Brian Lawson is in. JP is in. Hopefully his brain issue has corrected and our audio's in sync. Kevin Erskine is in. Let us know where you're coming in from. If you're coming in from a foreign country, please let us know. I've been working on my dialects from different parts of the world. Really, really hyper-focused south of the equator. Yeah, a lot of work on
It's gonna be a
that.
big year.
Big year. I double dog dare anybody from Brazil to come in.
Somebody's got to know some Brazilian here. Tag him in. Oh.
All right.
What
so
else you got?
Let's go quickly through the rest of
okay.
your 6.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
your 5.
We are not moving quickly enough. Zulu, Connecticut.
Duh.
That was mind blower this year. What do you got? Let's rap battle this. Oh,
Strap Hanger.
you pick good cigars.
Strap Hanger, brand new release from Principal. This
What's
is
up, Mark
just a
Rogers?
handful of flavor. It is shocking.
It's got a Yamasa on it.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's the Yamasa wrapper.
Huh. No. Well, no kidding.
Illusione Gatahiste. This is one.
See, that one has always been one of your favorites.
Yeah, it has. It's always just been that sneaky thing. It's easy to walk past.
Yeah.
And not pick it back up. But when I actually paid attention in the humidor this morning, this is what I grabbed.
Illusione's getting some love today.
Yeah, they are.
No, I gotta save that one for last. This is why I went with the 6 shocker.
Okay.
The Bandoleros, the whole series that came out this year, that's 100% Peruvian tobacco.
Yep.
Just something you just don't see. Now in Bandoleros and Byron's, or in Byron's and Atabase, they do incorporate some Peruvian tobacco to really kick up the spice and to kick up the citrus impact. But this cigar is 100% Peruvian. Even though that's a Corona, it still takes about an hour and 15 minutes to smoke because the combustion rate on that stuff is super slow. But love that. What about you?
Right here. Bocock, Connecticut. The whole Bocock line has been this. I think that's probably my shocker line of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
To think that that's a company that just kicked off business this year.
Yeah.
Really sensational work.
Good people.
Yep.
Their first at bat, and that's one of the things that we look at as these manufacturers mature. Their first at bat is really good. Now, when I'm really excited, Bryant came up last week.
Yep.
And he left 3 samples from a different factory, and it is a Nicaraguan factory, and it's not Plasencia.
Okay.
But he left 3 samples, so we're going to try those because he wants our feedback.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Gives us something to do today.
Yeah, exactly. The longest Lancero in the history, and another shocker just came out, is the Principal. What is this one? The Martinique Lancero.
You got a couple principles in there.
I do have a couple principles in there, but God, this thing is amazing.
I'm telling you, here's the problem right now. This is what I found when I
look at all the
stepped in to get
Connecticut's
cigars.
on here.
You're exactly right. Is you get in, and all of these cigars are sessionable. All these cigars are so clean, and they're so easy to smoke, and they don't leave you at this lingering taste that you kind of have to fight the rest of the day. And it's almost a damn shame you basically just have to pick one at a time.
Yeah.
I just want to smoke all of them at the same time.
Exactly. What's yours?
Mine, to round off, this is my new love here. The La Patissier. This is Crown Heads. This, to me, really has that fresh French croissant, that buttery,
That's what they went
flaky, that little bit salty, but very wholesome, very rich, very full body, but not peppery. It's just elegant and nice. This with a cappuccino, something along those lines, even with a wine, absolutely phenomenal. I've smoked a lot of these things.
We talked about it on our show, the last show we did on Tuesday night. Maybe it was last week's show. How amazing the relationship is that we've established with Luciano from the Pichardo farm. He was the first person to send me a Happy New Year's on midnight. And it just, to me, the fact that we were in his presence, in his thoughts, tells me that we're all lined up to do something really special.
And you know who sent me a line was Edgar.
I did get one from Edgar as well.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And a huge thanks really to Brian McGee for making that connection possible. There was I have a feeling at this time next year, we're going to have something that's really, really special.
Yep, I 100% agree. And then the shocker of all shockers for me this year, Pitoro Terra Blanche Lancero. It's hard to describe. It's amazing that we literally have an entire table here, with exception of a couple that are all Connecticut. I don't know if that's the trend or if it's just the trend here, but full flavored, not aggressive cigars are really popular right now.
Yep.
Really popular. So, and in fact, the cigar that I gave you today to try, that'll also be a shocker to you, is this Henry Clay Warhawk. Henry Clay stuff was always real strong. The last one we had was a joint deal that he did with Pete Johnson.
Okay.
With Tatuaje when we had those limited editions. Those were no joke. But give this one a roll. It's a sub $9 cigar. And speaking
it looks like it would. I mean, just overall presentation looks more expensive than that.
There is a cigar right here that I don't know if anyone even has it yet.
We're selling that?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
See, we have it, and we don't even know we have it. But this is, Darren sent us the Bad Principles Magnum, and this is a 6x56. That's really just a full Toro, almost Gordo range. Look,
the wrapper on that, it's so sweet and round and just elegant. And you get all of the beauty of what an aviator is.
It's, and in the spirit of full disclosure, as a cigar gets completed on the table, it may be this long, and they have to cut the ends to cut it to shape. those pieces of that beautiful tobacco from the Aviator is then repurposed inside of this with a great binder and a great wrapper. But hold the phone for a second. $6.99.
That's a $6 cigar?
Yeah.
I mean, it is medium filler. So what's unique with it is you have a few different things. Stick with us. Here's a little bit of cigar nerdy knowledge. You have 3 different lengths of filler tobacco. Long leaf, which we all love. That's super premium, top shelf stuff. Everything. Pretty much everything in the humidor is long leaf. Then you get to the medium leaf filler, medium filler, which is basically scraps, no full leaves. There's probably the binder and maybe another secondary that uses a full long leaf, but then the rest is put in there. And then short leaf, which is processed
shredded tobacco,
really shaky stuff. So if you think medium filler or you think scraps, that's not the same as a Swisher or something along those lines.
Those factory smokes that come out of Drew Estates, that's shredded.
That's short leaf.
That's short leaf filler. Cut it open. It looks like pipe tobacco on the inside.
Yep.
And that's how you get, all you can carry for $20 or $30 or whatever. This cigar is outstanding.
How much did you say it's
$6.99 before our members get it.
Oh,
so they're saving another 60. They're getting it for $6.10.
Look, Darren doesn't get outwardly excited about too many things, but the wrapper on that has him giddy as can be. It is phenomenal. I didn't know that. I thought for sure that was going to sit at kind of that $9, $10 range. You're getting Aviator tobacco.
If we priced it at $9 or $10, people would think that it's worth every penny.
Oh, it would probably do. That's probably going to slow it down with it being a $6 cigar.
That's the problem with that price.
Yep.
It is officially about $3 under the what's wrong with it price.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it does say here there is longleaf filler in the Magnum as well. So that's Yulia coming in, and Alva Dog saying Principal is currently my favorite brand. I've got to say this. It's tough to beat Principal.
Yeah, I think
from a personality perspective, from just knowing Darren, and he just gives a shit. He knows what he's doing. He's a great person. He's someone that plugs in, and his product is phenomenal.
He doesn't make cigars. He's not in the cigar business to make money for him. He's genuinely in the cigar business because he genuinely wants us to have great cigars. And then the result is he might make a couple bucks. And my guess is this isn't where he's making his money.
Mm-hmm.
But, he is, and that's why I think we walk so in lockstep with him. And he realizes that we're on the same mission. We just want you to have a good cigar in your mouth.
Exactly.
That's our single mission. It's clearly not about how much money can we make.
No. You just have to provide the best experience possible, and I think Principal does that as well, if not better than anyone. Which is you can have an Angelique, which is sweet tip, and you can give to anyone, even a seasoned cigar smoker. You can work your way up to a Commonwealth of a super, super premium cigar. He's got everything that lives in the middle. He's got a really wide catalog of cigars that are uniquely different. Mm-hmm. You don't just hop in and go, you say, oh, that's a Principal. You can know because there's creativity, there's depth, there's flavor. But ultimately, you don't. It's like other lines where you go, oh, I know what that is, because it tastes the exact same as everything else.
Yeah, and I'm going to take one sidestep and also pat somebody else on the back, because we've just gone over 40,000 Crux cigars sold out of ICC since we've been open. 40,000. And at 40,000 cigars, have you ever had somebody walk up and go, man, I'm just not getting a draw out of this. Can I get another one? I've never had to take a Crux back. And that all goes to construction, performance, and the Hogan's utter desire to not let those factories get off of the quality train.
Yep.
So hats off to those guys. They've been with us since way before day one. But that cigar,
years before day one.
In fact, I didn't realize it, but Hollywood, I gave him he was sitting here the other night just making the place look pretty.
Right.
Because that's what he does.
His role.
That's his role. But he didn't have a cigar. So I went and got him a Crux Epicure. And I didn't realize that was the first Crux he had ever had.
For real? Did you
And
like
how did
it?
you like it? Loved it.
Done.
Done. That's how we do it.
What's your favorite Crux? Alba Dog asks.
My favorite Crux, you know what? I had the other day, the Crux Epicure Short Salomon. JP gave it to me. That was really, really, really good.
I'll tell you, the Short Salomon is. What's
up,
up, JJ?
JJ?
Happy New Year. I would say my favorite Crux. Oof.
But I love the Limitada.
But I smoked the Bull and Bear the other day, and I don't know. That's a pretty tough one.
Nathan personally smokes more Crux Bull and Bears than most Crux retailers selling cigars in a year. Jesus Christ, that guy. That's all he smokes.
Yeah, all Bull and Bears.
Yeah.
All Bull and Bears.
Yeah.
What's up, Kayla? She's coming in from Aruba again. I have a feeling she's kind of dodging maybe the government, some tax stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good place to go if
Yeah.
you got some offshore accounts, right?
Yep.
Aruba?
That's where I'd go.
That's where I go to. Happy New Year, Kayla.
First, I got to make money, and then I got to have a reason to store it someplace. But if I do that, I'll do it in Aruba.
You should make some money this year.
You know what?
You gonna pay yourself this year?
I'm over 60. I'm going to go for it this year.
Yeah, you should pay yourself
I think
this
I'm going
year.
to pay myself, at least, what's minimum wage these days?
It depends on who's asking.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna shoot for minimum wage this year, and we're gonna give it a shot. See how this whole money thing works. Yeah.
So events, right? We're taking January 1st Friday. We're keeping that one on ice.
Yep.
And we're getting ready for the next. I've been doing dance lessons with Ali.
Yeah. How's that going?
I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. And Grace is one of the dance instructor. She's talking about how she would like to come up and do some salsa dance lessons, so we could do like a full out Cuban night.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Think kind of night at the
Yeah.
factory-ish, but
Yeah.
you could do Cuban coffee. You could do
Little Cuban sandwiches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Learn how to salsa dance. You bring in maybe like a little trio. You
Yeah.
could do something there that I think could be a really unique event. And
I like it.
I think that one we could make it big enough where perhaps if we're able to take that, we can if we can kick a hole through that wall.
Thank you, friend.
I think that space would be a great little
Yeah.
dance floor area for it.
No doubt about it. That's really cool. Of course, I don't need dance lessons. I watched the video of Ty and I doing a Atomic Dog dance the other night. Popped up on Facebook from several years ago in my backyard when we were
Thank you,
before
Ronnie.
ICC, and me and Ty got some moves.
Oh,
I
you
mean, it's
got
a good thing
something.
he's good thing he's still the singer. But what a great memory that popped up. Do you remember that night? New Year's on my back patio.
Yeah.
Tim was there. Pat was there. Keisha was there. Ty was there. We were in rare form.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was a really unique night. But what it was ICC. Sorry. What it was what we said we always wanted ICC to be, which is bringing my backyard here.
Uh-huh.
And I watched it. Begley showing me it, and I'm watching this thing, and it's so crazy. Me and Ty are dancing this song, Atomic Dog. And I'm watching it going, we did what we said we were going to do. Mm-hmm. We accomplished what we said we were going to do. We brought our backyard here.
Yep.
So,
So welcome home is what we're telling you.
welcome home is what we're telling you.
Yep.
The reason I put the, hey, let's make an event out of that, is it seems like every time somebody comes up with an idea around here, whatever it is, we should make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Brandon will go, hey, you know what? We can make an event out of that.
Yep.
And so what are some of the things that you're thinking, crazy ideas that you've got for 2022? Since by the way, you guys were very underserved in 2021. We only had 35 events.
Yep.
35.
There's a lot of events.
I might explain why we're tired.
We might drop the number of events down and just bring them up a little bit, because it was definitely towards the last week or so.
We went in we went in hard
we
in the
were
fourth quarter.
we were dragging ass. We were dragging ass for sure. I don't think I think we can learn from how much we kicked our own asses this fall and into the winter. No, we have some really cool things. We're going to start bringing in the BYOV, the Bring Your Own Vinyl. We'll set that up here Saturdays after Saturday at the shop. You can come and be a part of it. We have networking that doesn't suck.
But I think that is such a unique thing. What is it?
Well, it's your idea, so.
All right. So there are these things. I'm going to give my son a lesson because he's 31 and doesn't know. But before you downloaded your music, they had other media sources. They had a CD. You remember CDs and DVDs. And then before that, they had cassettes. And then before that, they had these things called records. Uh-huh. You might have heard like somebody saying, I sold 1 million records. They're made of vinyl. And it is the way to listen to music because it's clicks and pops and airy, and it doesn't sound as good as digital.
Right.
So it's old school. So what we're going to do is get a turntable and a sound system, and you apparently have some high-tech way to get it all into our speakers, and we're going to have you bring your own vinyl in, and it'll almost be like karaoke, but you get to put your album up there, and we're going to listen to whichever side you want, and we're just going to listen to vinyl. And for those of you out there that are older than 30, you're going to appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I appreciate you kind of teaching me what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Oh.
Because you taught me right.
Yeah, well, I remember, and you don't remember it, but I remember you walking in from the garage in our house on Riggs, and you were holding a record like this, and you went, "What is this?" You were about 6 or 7 years old, and you went, "What is this?" And it had bright, colorful, it was all the bright, colorful albums. And of course, you're out in the garage trying to find something to get in trouble with, and you did not know what a record was. Now, it did not stop you from carrying my solid rosewood Onkyo turntable in the basement by the tone arm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because it was easier to carry.
Handle. It's a good handle. I could swing it around.
Yeah, so that
you weren't using it
in the dumpster. So solid rosewood.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
So BYOV, I'm excited about that. Are you? And so talk about the networking.
The networking, it doesn't suck. That's coming up soon. But the one that I am excited about are the second Friday shares with SSW. Also, what are you telling me we're going to have a race team finally?
Yeah.
Race team.
I thought this was going to be the year. If we're going to make money, let's throw it away on a racing team.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Is you got to spend money to make money.
And you can make a lot of money with stickers on the sides of cars that nobody sees.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it's all about marketing.
See?
Yeah.
You're getting it now.
Yeah.
I can finish kind of mid-pack. Okay? It's not that good, but a lot of people are in the middle of the pack. If I win every race...
A lot of people are watching where the racing's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
No one middle, watches especially the guy kind of bouncing off. Yeah. No one wants to see the winner.
No.
They want to see in the middle of the pack.
Like Lewis Hamilton, I couldn't tell you what kind of car he's in.
No.
Red Bull, what is that? Red Bull doesn't even have a car.
No.
There's Toyota dealers. There's no Red Bull dealers.
I tell you what Haas looks like. Right?
They're in last.
They're always getting laps, so you can see them often.
Yeah.
So
and they're going slower.
Yeah.
So we're excited about
the F1 Paddock Pass. That didn't come out right.
Paddock Pass.
The Paddock Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so F1 season starts in March. Now, we want to basically take our experience of being in the paddock in the garage and take all of that and bring it here.
Yes.
So we have great ideas of how we can bring this to life.
We will execute that.
I think so, because with the F1, you can have different levels of season passes come in here, and you can have the theory is have your iPad, have your ability to pay attention to the main screen, but then follow everything around on an interactive tablet so you can see different drivers, see everything. You've got your passes, you've got the whole experience.
Brandon is really into F1, and Netflix has completely turned a lot of the public into F1 fans. We had an experience, the once-in-a-lifetime experience at F1 in Austin this year, but then he exposed me to F1 TV, where you've got this iPad that's got every driver, and you can literally push the button and watch the camera from their cockpit listening to their communication with the pits during the race in real time. And we're going to bring in a number of these iPads, and the paddock pass, the higher paddock pass, you'll actually be able to use the iPads and watch that in comfort. So
I'm
and
excited.
It's exciting.
I hope we can. There's a lot to bring this to life. I mean, this is a whole program.
But why wouldn't Pitoro want to sponsor that when the family that owns Pitoro owns Cyrus Watches, that is a sponsor of F1?
And I know for a fact that Ryan Long and Lauren Burton and Gunter Steiner are all hooked up with ICC stuff.
Yep.
So they might want to be involved from the Haas perspective.
Yes. So that is going to be cool. And the thing that is also kind of cool is if you watch F1 live in like Australia, which I would love that. It's just the G'day mates would be crazy.
My God, you would just be.
But when they do it live, it may be at 3 o'clock in the morning. We could have some really unique parties here.
You're saying that we're going to be here at 3 o'clock in the morning?
You wouldn't?
I'd probably, yeah, I would.
Yeah, that's what I
Because then I could say I got to work.
Yeah.
And then I'm in here watching F1.
Yeah. You're going to be up anyway. I mean, do you want to be home with the baby screaming, or do you want to be here watching F1?
I like this idea.
Yeah.
The more we talk about it, the more excited I'm getting, and the faster I realize how many events could pop up this year. We're like, 35. We're going to do fewer events. There are 23 races, so that's already 23. Plus, we could easily be at 60 events for this year.
But I think that's like Carson Cigars. It's going to be low maintenance. Mm-hmm. Make sure the iPads are charged. Make sure everybody's shit's turned on. And I think it would be cool to have, if they're racing in Spain, to have some kind of Spanish coffee, or do something that would have things that are, if it's French, we have French pastries. I mean, just things like that would kind of tie it all together.
If it's Russia, communism.
Communism, yeah. Well, we will tell you what you're going to smoke.
If it's in Italy, we have lasagna.
Italy, lasagna.
Yeah.
Any basically communist country will tell you what you're going to have.
That's right.
Yeah, and you're going to like it.
Uh-huh. And we'll take all your cigars.
And we
smoke them in front of you.
You will pay us.
Yeah, that's it. Well, let's get to work.
You want to?
Yeah. A huge thanks to everyone who joined us this morning. Thank you for Destretto for keeping us alive this morning, because, damn, that was a late one.
It was, and I think we would be remiss if we didn't just take just step back and thank everybody for not only supporting us on Saturday at the shop, Cigar Talk Live, Size Matters, the different shows. Watch us on social media. ICC as a company had a record year. We sold over 130,000 cigars, and that doesn't happen just because the door was open and the open sign was on. It's because of you guys. The growth that we had was outstanding, and it gets us confident about taking our next steps. So we want to just thank you guys from the bottom of our heart, from our family. Thank you guys for your support of ICC. We cannot do this without you, and we want to do it with you.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, no, that's well done. I'm not saying anything else except for I'm out of here. Peace, suckers.
Peace.
Happy New Year to all of you. Bam.
I'm going to go on record right now to say best show of 2022 so far.
So far?
Yeah.
So far?
That's somebody calling to say just that.
That's no rock.
Industrial Cigar Company. This is Brandon. How can I help you? Yep, open till 11 tonight. Thank you. Dick.
Stellar.
I really want to do that Frakes Boys podcast.
Oh, that was one of them I even had on my list.
That, to me, a 30-minute, just here's the photo, go. Talk about it. Get Nate drunk.
Got to get Nate drunk.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a show in and of itself.
so here's what I think we're gonna do for Las Vegas. We're gonna do. Have you seen Drunk History?
yeah.
What I think we're gonna do is the drunk history of ICC, and we'll all get drunk in the back meeting room, and talk about the history and what we've seen and this, and then we're going to. If you remember at the beginning when we were going with just the iPad, we're like, we went into the iPad. We're like, hey man, this is our store, and they were like, yeah, well, get the fuck out of my booth. You didn't.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go there and shoot and have the voiceover to have like Jeff Hogan saying, yeah, nice, I like the story. Get the fuck out of my booth.
Oh,
and
that'd be awesome.
To do like the drunk history of ICC and to where we were, to go into different trade shows, to all of this.
The old, yeah, sure, that's going to happen.
Yeah, sure, that's
Yeah.
gonna happen. All of that we'll go in, and then I think we'll do one that is the drunk history of cigars. It's like going from Christopher Columbus, and he went over, and then he's like, hey man, well, nice broads, I'm gonna take him in your gold too. And he's like, well man, but I got tobacco, you want this? I roll it like a doobie. He's like, I don't know what a doobie is, but I smoke it. I think we could go through that and tell that whole history and then animate on top of it.
Yeah, the doobie didn't really come into effect until he discovered Jamaica.
That's, yeah, it's like, yeah, what do you think I am, Bob Marley or
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus here? I think we could do something pretty cool with it.
Set it at the shop, bam.
Good to see you as well.
Keep us alert and what's happening and everything you got going on. All right, brother.
I'll be popping in here.
Good.
Can't stay away too long.
No, exactly.
Guys, y'all have a good one. Have a good year.
Good trip, brother. We'll see you later.
Yeah, definitely.
What's that?
Should I have done it?
No, you're good. I'm just gonna snap a plate.
It's really, really, really hard to distinguish the in and the female. Because when people are expecting exactly, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when people buy them and they don't realize that they might be female, and then a month or two later, all of a sudden, your underbelly has expanded. Because they eat your young. And so they want what he did was that he had a she got pregnant somehow.
You spent it, there's being amazed at how we scaled down the setup. Come a long way from a half dozen phone angles, windows,
Right.
tables.
Sugar packets for the angle. Feeling pretty good considering I got a solid 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. People didn't leave the house till 3:30.
I left here about 12:15. I didn't want to keep the guys here too long. In fact, when midnight hit, we all said it, Happy New Year and everything. I said, all right, everybody, let's get out of here.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. All right, get out.
I know Mason's tired.